I bought this car for $1,000 on Facebook Marketplace of all places. You're probably wondering, how did you manage to get a car for $1,000 in 2024? About to be 2025. Well, the thing was, they listed it for $1,500, but it had some issues. Like over here, these were gone. I installed these. On that side, gone as well. That had like a smiley face, but it didn't come off too pretty. I don't mind that much. It's missing the headliner. That's broken. The seats were disgusting. I vacuum cleaned them. Here's how much I spent. And here is what I did to fix it. So let's go to the hood. So it did have a check engine light for an O2 sensor. It had another thing for the thermostat not coming to operating temp or something like that. Something along the lines of that. So what I did was I put a new valve cover gasket on there. As you can see, right there, it's brand spanking new. And the reason that I did that was because the owner, previous owner, thought it was burning oil. But it wasn't. What it was doing was it was leaking oil into the spark plugs. Like, because you know the valve cover gasket was shot in the boots around the spark plugs, like the little gasket circle. They were gone. They were just trash, destroyed. They didn't look that bad, but they were letting a bunch of oil in. So what I did is took that off. I have a video of it. I'll play it a little bit. I didn't really plan on making this video, so I'm just gonna put the snippets that I do have together. So what I did, took the valve cover off, replaced the spark plugs, replaced that gasket, added a relay over here because it was missing the horn relay. That's not really that important. It's that little relay right there was missing that. And I changed the air filter, put a K&N one. You see that? Nice and purdy. I put K&N stuff on all my cars. And I changed an O2 sensor. That one right there. It's brand spanking new. So that is everything that I did to it. I'll go ahead and I'll play videos of me doing that, and I might give a voiceover. I did take a video when I bought it, so let's do that. Let's put this back where it is. Cosmetically, it's not perfect. Like, this hood could be better. The paint's fine for the most part. They painted the hood, the trunk, and the roof. But really, for this price, can you really be too nitpicky? $1,000 is, I mean, hey, for a running functional car, I don't really think you can beat that price, to be honest. And no lights on the dash. Runs like a charm. I think I've put in 300 miles on it since I've gotten it. Maybe 300 to 200 miles, and it runs smooth, no issues. And you know, Toyotas, they last forever. So let's just get into what I did, how I fixed it. I was a little grumpy during the commentary, so there it is in all its glory.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So much glory. Good gas. I just filled it up yesterday.
So where's is it?
The door handle. So there's like a hook. I don't know if you can see on that side.
Yeah.
The zip tie.
I just need the plastic part, or?
Yeah, it's just the plastic pieces. Here, let me see.
Back to custom job.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when I first got it, I was 16.
Okay.
How old are you now?
I'm 18 now.
Oh,
but
okay.
Me and my cousin decided to spray paint the trunk hot pink.
Yeah.
And so
Okay.
my stepdad got a little angry.
That makes
He
sense.
took it and spray painted over it with black, but he sanded all the pink off of it first.
Okay.
So that's like the original pink.
Oh, that's fine. I thought it was bare metal at first.
No.
It's a little bit better than that.
And then I just recharged the AC over the summer.
Okay.
So I still have the canister, and I was gonna let you take that because I don't need it.
Okay. Does it still have anything in it?
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you just not like how it looks anymore? Is that why?
I don't like how it looks, and I had an opportunity to get a newer car for really cheap, so I'm gonna take that.
Okay.
Opportunity.
So she said this is the thing that was cracked.
Yeah, it's just the wiper fluid. So.
Is there anything wrong,
No,
engine-wise, or
not with the
anything?
engine. Has a new battery, a new starter.
Okay.
The brakes just got done last January.
Last January.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a heavy foot? No. Yes.
No, they were just old already when we bought the car.
Okay. Everything looks fine. Could you turn it on?
Yeah.
Hello, how you doing? I mean, you could read the codes that are on there. So it's like the upstream and the downstream O2 sensor on the thermostat, maybe, because it's saying that it's not reaching operating temperature. Maybe that's why it's burning oil. Check what the level's at right now. Should be between those two vents. A little bit on the lower end. Okay. Do you know if you've ever changed the thermostat or the coolant?
I don't know about the thermostat. The coolant probably. So my stepdad works for BMW. He's a technician. He's the one who's been doing all the maintenance on it since I got it.
The coolant's pretty low right now. It's like near the like I mean you can just see it. So this is the coolant reservoir.
Right.
Oh, sorry about that. Didn't mean to get any of that on you. Well, you see how it's like. I guess you can look down this roll at the
I know
bottom.
we've definitely put new coolant in it. I don't know about like changing it out.
Does it have a coolant leak?
No.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out where the coolant went.
Yeah. That's where it's parked most of the time. On the driveway though, there's never been any leaks.
Really?
And then the horn doesn't work, but it just needs a like fuse to go into the
fuse. Is it just the fuse or is it the horn itself?
It's just the fuse.
Okay.
It should be right here.
Okay.
It's just doesn't have one.
Oh, so it's a relay.
Yeah.
So it's like one of these.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Okay.
But so I had it listed originally at $1,200. And then there were like so many people texting about it that I upped the price just to see what I could get.
Okay.
But so far nobody's wanting to do $1,500.
Yeah, I mean
which is understandable because
it makes sense.
Yeah.
But if you go like to the advanced, each of them probably run you like $80.
Okay.
And the labor is the expensive part.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just have someone change them. They'd probably charge you anywhere from $200 each oxygen sensor. That's probably why he didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
Because especially because
I'm not gonna pay him.
Yeah. I mean, I changed the stuff on my brother's car, so it wouldn't be that big of an issue for me. But I just wouldn't want to do it. Right. Especially like with how this car's 25 years old.
Yeah.
The O2 sensor's probably on there, rusted.
It's completely gone.
Oh. Oh, okay.
You're like cute, right?
Well,
no.
It depends your definition of cute.
But there's so many people texting me, so I'm definitely willing to negotiate. I know I have in the bio like prices firm. That's just to avoid people like lowballing.
Yeah, no, I understand you. Yeah, this is yours. It might be mine. It depends on how the conversation goes.
I had it listed before at $1,200.
But
what were you thinking?
It's up to you. You don't. It's your car. You don't have to say yes.
I was honestly expecting like a lot of people to ask that, and I do know that there's a lot of issues. So I think I can do that.
All right.
Got us a Toyota, and it has 177,000 miles. Now, it does have a check engine light, and that is, well, let me show you right here. Well, actually, I would be able to show you, but the thing is I already clicked out of it, so I don't really want to do that. So look, this is what we're going to do. We're going to check a couple things, right? So, read the codes. I'm guessing the main one that's causing that check engine light, it's running lean, and it also, the O2 sensor is not running optimally. So I might have to change the upstream O2 sensor because it says bank 1, sensor 1. So upstream. And always, when you get a new car, new to you, I guess, do an oil change. I do not care what the previous person said. Get yourself an oil change, man, because people neglect their cars, and oil is cheaper than another engine. So, all right. So I'm gonna run to the auto parts store, get that stuff, probably head to the gym after, and we'll pick up there. And then take that bolt out. And then the oil filter's right there. And the oil pop, you see that? That's it. Let's clean this mating surface. Look at that perfect stream. You just get some oil on the seal. Start these by hands. Look at that. Click. So, look at that. Perfect. I'll keep that one right there. Okay. right, baby. You see that? There we are. And let's see if we can fit this tool in there to break the other one out. Probably can't see what I'm doing, but it doesn't really matter because you're not the one doing it. Yeah, what could do with this? I'm not particularly feeling the commentary, so I think I might skip that step. But what we're doing, the valve cover gasket, I'm gonna roughly draw what it looks like on this piece of cardboard, so we don't lose any bolts, nothing, etc. Yeah, and we shall go from there. I'm not gonna give a step-by-step tutorial. Me, you can just watch what I'm doing, and you can figure it out. I'll probably have to mute it because of music, but these are all just 10 mils. Well, most of them. I think the other one's an 11. The only thing I've done so far is I made an outline of what it's supposed to look like, so I can put the bolts in there. And I took these lines off, but they're brittle because they're old. So what you have to do is you got to heat them up. Get a heat gun, put it on the high setting, move it around, we'll keep it in one spot, and then it'll pop right off. Because I'm having this issue, I don't know if you can see it, but there's oil, or there was oil, right where my valve cover gasket is. And that's not very ideal, so yeah. That seal on there is probably not the greatest, so that is currently what I'm doing. And I just put them in the corresponding holes, you know, just so we have a frame of reference when you go back and we're not completely being crazy people. And so only bolts left are these two, and I think these are an 11, so I'm at the, or 12. I like taking the ratchet off and then doing it by hand, but that's just me. That's just how I like to do it. And put that there. I don't know the torque specs. I think it's like 17 foot-pounds or something like that, but I'll look it up a little bit later. And that should just pop right off. Well, got a problem. No, didn't have to. That valve cover gasket looks new, dude. It looks new. Like, it doesn't look old. Well, dude, this valve cover gasket does not look bad, bro. Looks like they just replaced it. Or maybe not, but huh. This valve cover gasket doesn't look bad, dude. Well, obviously it's bad because oil's seeping in, but this thing does not look bad. What the heck? It's still soft and pliable. And it's clean in there. Good tension. Man, this thing is clean, bro. Ooh. Those spark plugs have seen better days. I'll tell you that much right now. I remember I did a Toyota, not a Toyota, a Scion TC. I'll pick that up later, don't worry about it. But I did a Scion TC, and man, brother, was that thing cooked. Like, it was dirty, nasty, just pure gunk and filth everywhere. But this thing's good. I might go inside to clean this one. And just, why is that bent? Huh, so that was on this side. Why was that bent? Strange. Why is that oil so dark, bro? I literally just changed it. Alright, so I'm editing this video and I forgot to do verse of the day. Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Amen. Also, this stuff, you don't want to get it in the engine like that. See, I just got that in the engine. Just take it out. But this thing's clean, man. I might make this into a video, but not a how-to video. Just a video in general. Or I might just make this a snippet. I don't know.
Okay, so I don't really know exactly where I'm gonna put this in the video, but I changed the oil, the spark plugs, the valve cover gaskets. I basically did a whole overhaul. I changed an O2 sensor as well, the upstream. Cleared the codes driving around right now just to see how the car drives and whatnot, because I was getting around 17 miles per gallon. I understand it's an old car, but the miles per gallon is way more than that. Just with changing the oil just alone, I was getting 19, so that was 2 more miles per gallon. And with changing the spark plugs, the O2 sensor, the valve cover gasket, I should be getting a lot more, because when I took those spark plugs out, man, they were just coated in oil. I have no idea how this car was running before. My guess is the valve cover gasket was bad, so then it just coated the spark plugs. It wasn't even like amber oil. No, it was dark and caked on there. It took me a good while to clean it off, man. It was disgusting. But anyways, if you enjoy the video, leave a like. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm doing. Alright, so I'm editing this video and I forgot to do verse of the day. Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Amen.